You know that feeling when you scroll through a dozen listings for a commercial food warmer, see a sleek glass top, a tidy control panel, a price that looks right, and then you get it home only to discover it barely keeps a tray of nachos warm, or, worse, it takes forever to heat up, and you end up serving cold food? I've been there, and that hesitation is why I'm diving into this review so you can avoid that costly mistake. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Hatco GR2SDH 36 Glo-Ray designer merchandising warmer has been sitting on a few buffet lines I've visited lately, and it's also pulled a solid 4.5-star average from over 200 buyers. That rating alone tells me there's a consensus. Most folks who need a reliable heat lamp are happy with it, but I still wanted to break down what that really means when you actually plug one into your kitchen or event space. First, let's talk about the kind of problem a merchandiser warmer solves. In a restaurant that runs a breakfast buffet, or a catering company that sets up a corporate lunch, the goal is simple: keep prepared dishes at a safe, appetizing temperature without drying them out. That sounds straightforward, but the reality is a balancing act. You need a unit that reaches the right temperature quickly, holds it steady, shows the food clearly so staff can monitor it, and is easy enough to clean between service periods. At the same time, you're fighting against limited counter space, energy costs, and safety regulations that prohibit surfaces that get too hot to the touch. Hatco's Glo-Ray line is built around those exact pain points. The GR2SDH 36 is a designer-styled version, meaning the exterior isn't just a utilitarian metal box. It's got a polished look that can sit on a front-of-house display without looking out of place. The glass dome is clear, so you can see the food from any angle, and the heat source sits just beneath it, directing warmth upward. That layout is the reason a lot of food service operators choose Glo-Ray over a plain heat cabinet. The visual appeal helps with merchandising, and the focused heat zone reduces the risk of hot spots that can overcook the edges while leaving the center lukewarm. Now, for the day-to-day experience. The first thing I noticed when the unit powered up was how quickly the glass surface warmed. Within a few minutes, you can already tell the temperature is climbing, which is a big win for anyone who needs to switch on a warmer right before a service rush. The control interface is a simple rotary knob, not a touchscreen, which some might call old school, but it actually cuts down on accidental settings changes when a busy line tech bumps the panel. You dial it to the temperature you need. Most users settle around the 140-160 sweet spot for buffet items, and the unit holds that range without noticeable fluctuations. In practice, that means a tray of chicken wings stays juicy for the length of a dinner service, and you don't have to keep a thermometer on hand to double-check. Cleaning is another hidden cost that can make or break a warmer. The GR2SDH 36 dome is removable, so you can slide it off, give it a quick rinse, and pop it back on. The interior metal surfaces are smooth and don't have the ridges that trap food particles, which is a relief for crews that are already juggling dishwashing schedules. I did notice, though, that the glass can get quite hot during operation, so you need to let it cool for a minute or use a heat-resistant glove when you lift it. That's not a deal-breaker, but it's a practical detail that new owners sometimes overlook. One of the trade-offs you'll encounter with a unit of this size. For everyday use, the biggest question is not just whether Hatco GR2SDH 36 Glo-Ray designer merchandising warmer has impressive specs, but whether those specs match the way you actually plan to use it. In the default_tech category, buyers should compare the headline features against their daily routine, setup space, compatibility needs, and how often they will use the product after the first week.